So you might be asking, Saksham, why are we talking about iPhone 9 or what's AirTag or all this stuff right now, like in end of February? Because technically the phones, the iPhone 12, all these phones, if that's what it's called, should come out in September. Well, technically you are right because the actual iPhone event is in September. However, it's rumored or we're supposed to get another Apple event sometime in March. So I thought, what's the better time to make a video about that event, like a rumor video? It's better to do it now than just do it later. So let's get started. I'm going to start the video off with iPhone 9. So we do know we have an iPhone 8, we had iPhone 7 and 6s, all that before. I'm very sure Apple will be keeping that form factor because there are many people who don't want a big phone, they don't want Face ID, or they do want Touch ID for some sort of reasons. Maybe Face ID doesn't work for them. So because of that, next phone could be called iPhone 9, which is what I'm thinking. It will be called iPhone 9. But usually, if you know, there's this trend going on, whether it was Windows, whether it's Samsung, well, actually no, it's not Samsung. Whether it's Windows, no one wants to call the product 9. So there was no Windows 9, there was no iPhone 9, because from iPhone 8 we jumped straight to iPhone 10. So it could be called iPhone 9, but if it's not called iPhone 9, it will definitely be called iPhone SE 2, because we do have an iPhone SE version, like the smaller version. So if that's what it's called, I actually found something on Twitter, so that's why I wanted to talk about it. This was a video that I found. Now, I'm not sure how true this is, but it seems like someone, you know how those leaks happen, or someone just makes a video, gets their hand on the phone. This is what seems like it. Now, just from the video, I want to say one thing. We do get a new design. So if this is true, people have been talking about it. So this is one thing I'm very sure about it. We're going to lose that curve on the phone. So the slippery phones, it won't be that slippery. We're just going to get that finish, the old finish that we had around the iPhone 5 time. So new iPads have that finish, right? Like it's bold, you can stand, I don't know what you call that finish, it's just that box design. So I'm pretty sure we will get that. Now, one thing after that I can see, it's the new color. So this color looks pretty cool. Now it does look a different finish at the back, a bit more shiny, but not a matte finish. So it could literally be the iPhone 8 glass back. If that's that, then that's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure we are not getting USB-C. It's going to stick to Lightning because there's a Lightning connector. Now, on the other hand, it is possible that the next Pro phone will have USB-C, because this is just going to be iPhone SE 2 or iPhone 9. But with this, we can obviously say we do have Touch ID and no Face ID. Now, next up, another thing I wanted to show you was, I was just before making this video, I found this was on my home feed on Twitter, obviously. And if this design comes on an iPad, I would love it. Now, obviously, it's not the first foldable device. We had Samsung Galaxy Fold. We have the Samsung Z Flip. But at the same time, having an iPad mini that can fold, then you don't need this keyboard. You won't need the keyboard. You can just fold your phone or fold the iPad and do some daily tasks. Now, I'm obviously not sure how well that would work, so we would need to look further into that. But that's a really cool thing if we do with the iPad, because instead of folding it as the phone, as a Galaxy Fold was like a tablet from the side, it will be more like a landscape, and you can actually use the bottom to type up or use it as a keyboard, something like that. Next, let's jump to Safari quickly. I wanted to talk about AirTags. So now AirTags are known to be like a competitor to Tile. Now, for those who don't know what Tile is, let me just Google Tile. Tile is like these small devices that you can basically, you know what, let's just go to, I think the Tile app, So Tile is just basically like find your devices. So you can put this or tie them together to one of your devices, and you can basically track them where your devices is. It uses Bluetooth, low latency Bluetooth, and that's pretty much what this is. And obviously this video is not sponsored by them, but there should be a rumored Apple competitor to Tiles, which will be called AirTags. Now, at the same time, I don't really believe that this is coming, but something that makes me believe it could come, because if you remember WWDC 2019, Apple released this new, it came with iOS 13 and macOS Catalina, that you can actually, even if the device is lost, so if you do end up losing a phone or a device, even if they are not connected to the internet, they can use nearby Apple devices using Bluetooth to communicate and send the location, even if the devices are off. So if that's what that is, this would be pretty cool. Then you don't need your own Bluetooth to find a device. You can pretty much, it will just work as a physical device which can use anyone's Bluetooth around on iPhones and let you know the location of your device, which will be pretty cool. Yep, AirTags will integrate into the Find My iPhone app and will take advantage of offline tracking capabilities. Exactly what I explained when it comes to using your devices, the way the devices works now. while we're on talks with AirTags, we all know AirPower died. AirPower was this supposed to be that magical mat that you can put your phone anywhere on the mat and it will just charge. It is rumored that because Apple did not bring AirPower, they will bring something like a small charging wireless mat of their own, probably USB-C or Lightning, introduce its fast charging or make it something more like easy to carry, or maybe it will just work on Apple Watch, AirPods, which honestly every Q charging device works, but that could be something coming. I'm not sure if we will get wireless reverse charging on this year iPhones, because it was highly rumored for the iPhone 11s that we will be able to charge phones by putting it back together just like we were able to do before with Samsung's phones. I'm not sure if that's going to come, but that could be something. So instead of an actual charging mat, that might just be something that's coming. We have some high-end Bluetooth headphones, which is possible if you think about it, but I'm not sure if we will get over here. We might even get an upgrade to AirPods Pro, but they're already pretty good, so review coming soon, by the way. And lastly, let's talk about Apple TV, which is something I actually mentioned before too in one of my other videos, iPhone videos actually. It's been almost 2 years we did not get a new Apple TV. We got Apple TV subscription, Apple Arcade, Apple TV Plus, all this stuff, but we never have a new physical Apple TV. So that might just be coming in March, because if you remember I think it was 2018, maybe 2017, don't quote me on that, but that was when the Apple TV was announced. Obviously now not making this video too long, I actually just wanted to talk a bit about the iPhone 12s. So I did find this article, and it's all about obviously iPhone 12 and few of the things from my own I've not read the article well, I've been reading other articles, because everyone is hopping on this train. It could be that we actually get ProMotion display on the iPhone. So for those who don't know what ProMotion is pretty much what Apple calls 120 Hz display. So on iPads we have 120 Hz, and I would love to see that on iPhones. And lastly, if you don't know, this year 2020 is the 10th year anniversary of the iPads Pro. And if you remember what Apple did with iPhones, so usually iPhones had this constant trend, same design, nothing changed. We went from iPhone 6, 6S, 7, and we're just going with the same rate. But when the 10th year anniversary of the iPhone came, we got a new design, which was the OLED and Face ID. iPhone 10, along with they just put it iPhone 8. This year is the anniversary of the iPad, 10-year anniversary. So that might just mean there will be a big change on the iPad. There could be a brand new model introduced for the iPads, and going back to that Twitter post, it could be something similar to this, a foldable iPad or something. Just you can take on the go, use a screen as typing, or maybe a big trackpad. So that's mainly it for this video. I just wanted to make a quick, and in reality I just wanted to show these two images or the video of the iPhone 9 and the iPad, like the foldable iPad. I just want to show that and talk a bit about what possibly we could have in the March event. Now obviously this is all rumors, none of them are true, but usually towards the date of the actual event or just a month ago, we start to see all these renders or rumors, just like that iPhone 9 video that I showed, that just ends up being true. So I just wanted to put it out there because it's the 10th anniversary of the iPad, and even if the iPad doesn't come out in September, it's possible that it can come in March. And we just wanted to bring this concept out that the foldable iPad, or even what if the iPad folds and becomes iOS, we open it up, it becomes iPadOS. That's a cool integration I would love to see. So I hope you like this video. If you did, make sure to press the like button. I'm not sure how long I've been talking about it, so I'm going to try to make it as short as possible, not too long. I'm so sorry if it's long. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think are we actually going to get a foldable iPad, or will this iPhone 9 render will be the iPhone 9 or iPhone SE2? And I will see you in my next video, which is next week. Bye. Do you actually think we are going to get a foldable device? Because right now everyone is jumping on the train, like whether it's a tablet or phone, everyone just wants to make a foldable phone. So yeah, foldable phones are making a comeback, but I forgot to do my actual outro, so I thought I'm going to cover it up, so I'm going to do that again. So thanks for watching, and subscribe, do all that stuff, and I will see you next week. Bye.